friends. Thank you for joining us on Let's Chat. God wouldn't have put you on earth if he didn't have a purpose for you. I have a wonderful, charming lady with me today. She's going to be so much fun. A lot of you may not know her, but you will know her now. And I'd like to welcome Marcia Marsh. Marcia.
Marsh.
She'll talk about her name.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you, Judy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you,
Yeah.
a smiling face. And what would you like to talk about today? What would you like to start with?
Well, I think I'd like to start with letting people know who I am.
Yes.
Because they go, okay, and now why is she here? Most of you have seen my husband wandering the halls aimlessly, sometimes with a rollator, sometimes with a cane, most of the time upright, sometimes not. Jack Marsh, the Reverend Jack Marsh, is my husband, and that's why I have the weird name of Marcia Marsh, because my maiden name, Hunt, I suggested he take that, and he said, oh no, Jack Hunt sounds stupid. So here I am, Marcia Marsh.
And I like it.
We have one daughter, Jennifer,
Okay.
who, if you attend church, you may have been hugged by her.
Oh.
She is, okay, Math and I don't get along real well. I believe she's 48.
Okay.
And she has disabilities, but her mission in life is to hug every person on the face of the earth and to know their name.
And she's hugged me.
Yes.
She has hugged me,
Yes.
and Jack, my Jack, and I see her, and I love when she says something to your husband. She so loves him.
She does. She does. She's crazy about it.
I know.
Yep.
So that's
So,
interesting.
yeah.
I wondered what your connection was, because I always see you with her. And, what's her first name again?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Now
Yep.
we've got to, everybody see Jennifer, go hug her.
Yeah. Oh, and she would be so upset if you didn't.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
you got to.
but also remind her, no bone crushing.
Oh.
that she's a very good bone crusher. So just like easy. But yeah. So that's who I am. Gosh, Jack and I have been married. It'll be 49 years this August.
Wow, you're almost reaching that 50.
Almost there. And, we started out in Ripley, Ohio at a church there and have bebopped around, but you'll have to have Jack on to have him tell you
I
the
will
whole
have
thing.
him in the fall.
So,
Yes.
I've
So
worked.
how did you end up here?
Well, Jack.
And how long you don't live here, of
No,
course.
we don't live here yet. Jack retired from his work as the head of a it's a business, I guess. It was a ministry called Transforming Jail Ministries.
Oh, okay.
And he was in charge, with the absolute blessing and backing of the Hamilton County justice system. He was in charge of making sure that every faith need of any inmate in the Hamilton County justice system was taken care of.
Wow, that's quite a thing.
And it was huge. And he did it for about
And
30 years.
important.
Yes.
So important.
Yes. And it not just Christian. I mean, whatever faith they profess to be, his job was to make sure that
He visited each one.
well, no, he had a huge number of volunteer chaplains,
Okay.
churches who volunteered, hear the word volunteer, folks, I'm just saying, volunteered to come in every Sunday to do services for the inmates. And he'll tell you the numbers, and it will make your jaw drop.
Really?
It will make your jaw drop. But he took a program that was falling to pieces and built it back and made it better.
Wonderful.
And he did that. We left the pulpit ministry because we found out about Jennifer's disabilities and what it was going to take to help her. And so we knew that we couldn't itinerate. We could not move as the Methodist churches want to do.
Yes.
And so that's why he decided to take that position. Plus he was a police chaplain, volunteer police chaplain for years. And he just had a real interest in that section of the work area. So
at some point you decided to come here?
After he retired,
Okay.
he took 6 months and basically stared at a TV. He was tired. He was very, very tired.
Sure.
It was a lot of work. And then he said, I'm bored. And I think we were up here visiting my mother, who was here, Jean Fay, and we were over by the Great Wave, and George, whose last name just went whoop.
That happens.
Him,
Was it
yes.
George Phillips?
Mr.
Yeah.
Phillips, yes, Reverend Phillips. Looked at Jack and he says,
See why we need him?
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin.
And, he said, I need to talk to you. And so he talked to Jack and he said, I need you here as a chaplain. I need you here as a chaplain.
Wow.
And Jack went, okay, I'm in.
Okay.
And here we are.
And how many years ago? I never met George Phillip. Is that who you talked to?
Phillips, George
Phillips.
Yeah, 8 or 9 now.
Is that what Philippi Hall is named after?
No. That's a
No.
whole different family.
That's
no,
older
no.
family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I think it's one of the founding families
I
or
thought
something.
maybe it was, too,
Yeah.
but I thought maybe there was a connection. So
No.
you've been here 9 years.
Something in that vicinity, yeah.
Okay.
And part of that time, though, he still had a church. He was over at Pleasant Ridge United Methodist in Middletown.
Okay.
And time came that it was just too much to have the church and the chaplaincy and all of that stuff. So he retired from the church and came here, still part-time, but decided to focus here.
And he's
Yeah.
still with us because he preaches
Yes, he
every
is.
once in a while.
Every once in a while.
And he does.
Every once in a while.
And he had her on one Sunday. And it was great. That's how I got her name.
Well, and the thing about it is, I wasn't supposed to be liturgist that day. They had some folks set up, and everything fell through, and he goes, "You up."
He knew you could do it.
Yeah, he knew. I've done liturgist for many, many years in our various churches, so yeah.
So what all do you like to do now, starting with the church? Do you have an activity or something
right now,
a passion?
my volunteer work has to do with dressing and undressing the altar every week.
That's correct. You did mention. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Well, I was so blessed that, and the church is so blessed to have Barbara at Ashmore. Barbara, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry.
Here comes Kevin.
as-
He knows.
No, you got it. Yeah.
All
Barbara
right.
Ashmore. Mhm.
And as the person who did all of that for
Okay.
years and years, she is so artistic and has made so many of the beautiful
Really?
altar coverings that we have.
Wow.
And knowing that and coming, I kid and I say I'm a Luther-Methapalian. I grew up in the Lutheran Church. I come from an extremely long line of Lutheran pastors. And there's Catholic, right?
Right.
Then you have Episcopalian, which I call Catholic light,
Okay,
because
Similar.
they can marry.
Yes.
All right. Then you have Lutheran, which is Episcopalian light. Okay.
I'm following you, I think.
So we can do other things that the Episcopalians can't. But it was very high church, very formal, you couldn't take communion until you were through 3 years of catechism and all of this stuff, okay? So I have a real appreciation for paraments and pomp and circumstance, okay? I'm okay if I don't have it, but I have a high appreciation for it.
I like it, yes.
And so when the opportunity came up, I said, oh yeah, oh yeah. What I didn't realize is that I was going to succeed Barbara in her role. Because my eye for art is nowhere as keen as hers, nowhere even close. But I have 2 wonderful people who work with me, Carol Borda and Hazel Dudash, and we do our best to put the altar together on Saturday afternoons so that it honors God in a very respectful way.
Do you get to choose what to use,
Absolutely.
or does the Methodist
well,
Church
we have
tell you?
no. The method. Well, what they do tell me is what color it has to be.
Okay, what color?
Okay. What you will notice as you attend and or watch on OLN is that the color is going to be green from now, I say, for the next 3,500 Sundays, because green lasts forever until Advent. But Barbara has made us some beautiful new green paraments, so we have some things to choose from, and that's really nice.
And then the scarves or the drapes that the ministers wear goes along with the altar.
Exactly.
cover.
They wear the color of the, now are they matching? No.
Oh, okay.
But the color matches the color of the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah.
always changes a little bit. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And I even told her someday when I'm better, maybe I'd like to help you.
I would love it. I
About
would love it.
September, October.
Works for me. That's when we start getting busy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to put up the Christmas tree, let me know.
Yeah, so that sounds like a very, and I don't think any of us, I know I didn't realize who did that. Mm-hmm. It just was there.
Uh-huh.
Every Sunday, there it was.
There it was.
And I didn't know who picked the colors or, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think that's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Carol Hazel and I pick the what within the color
Okay.
that we have to
that's neat. Yeah, that's cool.
have on the altar.
Then
So.
when do you go back to take it off? The next Saturday?
Sunday morning.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's in the NPR,
yes,
everything has to go away
yes.
so that it's the NPR. And so, yeah, Saturday we dress it, Sunday we take it down.
Where do you put it when you?
It's all in back. The area is called the sacristy. That's the area behind an altar.
Okay.
Other people will call it the storeroom because it also stores things, but it's behind the altar. And we have rollers that we can drape them over, and we have bags that we keep them in to try to keep the dust off of them and that sort of thing.
That sounds so
Yeah.
interesting. If I'd like to just visit sometime, not
Be my
help.
guest.
Someday I'll stop back and just see.
Yeah, be my guest.
You know,
when you have nothing better to do and your knee is recuperating,
Oh,
you know,
I agree.
come on down.
The knee's the big thing. Get
Yeah.
that out of the
Yeah.
way. I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
So now let's see. What other hobbies besides the church and your volunteering? What hobbies do you like? Do you have something you like to do?
I am extremely good at annoying my HOA, the homeowners association where we live. I'm just really, and I don't know why, because I think everything I put in my yard is wonderful, but they don't. We were the last house built after 25 years or 20 years or something like that in this little.
Oh, what area?
We are in. It is a town, but it's called South Lebanon.
I've heard of South Lebanon.
Yeah.
I don't know where it
It's-
is, but I've heard of it.
Well, sneeze and you're going to miss it. So it's little, but we're just up above the Little Miami River, and we're a dead end little cul-de-sac place, and we were the last house built, so we have all of the building materials that they didn't want buried on our property.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh my.
It's exciting to try to dig a hole to put something in the ground because you never know what you're going to find.
There's a big rock.
A big rock, a board, other building materials. You just never know what fun you're going to find under the surface. But they put sod down, and the sod in places is gone. I don't think I can grow here. I don't like
Well,
it.
no, something's under there.
Yeah, something's under there, and ew, and so it won't grow. So I said to myself, clover will grow anywhere.
That's true.
I put clover seed down, and daggone if it didn't. And I was informed that part of the covenant was that no lawn shall have clover. And I said, but the bees.
And we need bees.
We need our little bee friends.
Yes.
And they said, well, put in plants that, and I said, this is a plant. This green stuff, that's a weed. This adds to.
Yes.
That takes from. You can't have it. You have to kill it. So now I'm back to bare spots.
Oh, and they really made you take it out. Well, you should have. You're on the board.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Whoa, no.
I thought you were active
No,
in the
no.
HO.
I just annoy them. No.
Because we had one where we lived too, and
Yeah.
they had very strict rules.
Very strict rules. Now, the people running it are very sweet. You
They
know,
mean well. They follow. They have to follow.
They
the
do.
rules.
But, you know, I had some, funny little stuff in my yard, and some of the neighbors were complaining.
Yeah. Do they allow sheds? They don't.
No sheds.
They didn't allow them when I was there.
Yeah.
Where I lived before.
No sheds. But, you know, I try to be tasteful, but I have a sense of humor. And sometimes it shows up in the yard.
That's cute. That's cute.
But
Do you ever have any pets?
we do.
You know?
We do now.
Oh,
yes.
good. What are they?
We have Critter. He is a mutt. He's all of 5 pounds. He is a Yorkshire Terrier and Maltese mix.
Oh, that's a good mix.
And if you ever meet Critter, he is going to expect you to pick him up and love on him because he loves being held. He adores people, absolutely adores people, which is the Maltese in him because Yorkies go, people, ew, you know, but the Maltese in him says, people, yeah, they're good. And, you know, we just came back from a trip, and he had to be in the hands of some good keepers for 10 days. And he's just so happy to be home, he could hardly stand it.
Sure.
So,
And imagine he's great company for Jennifer.
well, Jennifer lives in a group home. So
I didn't
Jennifer,
know.
that's okay. You didn't know. How'd you?
I'm
how
learning.
You, how
I'm
you
learning
know?
all
How
this.
You know?
Yes.
And she lives in Trenton, Ohio.
Okay, I know where that is.
And has been there, I think, in the vicinity of 26 or 27 years now.
Oh, and I bet she loves it.
She is an extrovert. I am an literal off-the-charts introvert. And
You are. You don't strike me as that.
in my years with Procter & Gamble and a couple other companies, you have to learn not to be a loner. You have to learn how. Also, the church, they get a little disgruntled with you if you just sit over there and go, you bother me, I'm going to bite. You know, they get mad at that. Yeah, I've learned how to.
You're not a Gemini June, are you? Birthday.
No, I'm.
Because they can be both.
Yeah, I'm a Libra September.
Okay.
So no,
But
I'm
Geminis, they can be an extrovert and an because they're twins.
okay. Well, this is true.
And
This
I
is
thought
true.
maybe that's what you.
Nope. Weird, but not
But
that
you're
weird.
very outgoing now and very friendly and happy.
It's a learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior. See, it can work.
It is a learned behavior. Yes.
What about one that's an extrovert? Can they ever?
No, because I married an extrovert. He is not happy still and quiet, and he's that is not his thing.
It's not
his thing. He is not happy, and he always has to have something going on. And me, it's like, can you please let me just go into my little cave and go away, But we've come to a truce with all of that.
Right. Right.
After all these years.
He has lots of activity, and you can go sit on your porch or something and chill.
Yep.
So what do you have any plans for the future? I mean, something you're looking forward to doing? Where'd you go on vacation?
We just went on the Rocky Mountaineer train up in Canada, in the Canadian Rockies. People of Otterbein, if you have a bucket list and you haven't figured out which bucket to dip into yet, that's it. I have never seen anything more beautiful. And I've been all over the world, thank you, Procter & Gamble, and I've never seen anything that beautiful.
Really?
Being on the train was wonderful. The great fun was watching Jack go up and down on the elevator on the train, because it was an open top.
Uh-huh.
So, there he is, there he goes, there he is, there he goes. But they were just wonderful.
And yes, now, where did you catch? I've been seeing ads for these, and I'd love to do it next year. So where'd you see?
Typically, you're going to pick up the tour either in Vancouver or in Calgary. Okay. Now, Vancouver, thank you, had FIFA. Okay, they had all that soccer stuff going on in Vancouver. So that part of the train trip, they had to adjust. And I think we got the better deal.
Okay.
So we picked it up in Calgary, and we were dropped in Calgary. Okay. And Calgary's a lovely city.
Is it?
Calgary's a lovely city.
You hear about it, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah. And some of it's a bus ride. I was so excited because I was going to get to walk on a glacier.
Yes.
I know. And so I lumber up these stairs that were, huge stairs to get up into this giant machine. And we go to the glacier, and I get down out, and I go, well, daggone it. Because this is exactly like Cincinnati snow. It was like gross. But they also said you can get water. There's always this little stream of water, and you can fill your bottle and drink, absolutely pure glacier water.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, and then they burst the bubble on the train or on the trip, saying, okay, let me tell you about one tiny little problem with the glacier water you're going to gather, okay? It still has the glacier flour, Flour, in it, which is finely ground up rock, okay?
Oh.
All right, which is really no big deal because it's finely ground up, except it has a laxative quality. And I said, okay, dump in the water.
That's a great story. I don't think any of us ever knew anything like that.
Well, they show pictures of people gathering the water, and the families just all gathered around, and they're going, oh, isn't this tasty? And I said to myself, nope, I'm sitting on a bus that has this nasty little bathroom in the back.
Exactly.
Not going to drink that. Thank you.
That's cute. Isn't that interesting, what we don't know?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I never even thought about something like that.
No. And I don't know if you remember, but 2 years ago, Jasper in Canada, way north, had horrible forest fire come through.
Vaguely, yeah.
We were in Jasper for 2 days. And yep, there are just a bunch of matchsticks sitting there.
Really still.
But they did a lot of education about what happened, why, what they're doing, why it actually was a good thing for the forest. And it was just, I don't know, the whole trip, I could talk for hours. The whole trip was just wonderful.
September when I'm back? we'll schedule
I'll
it
have forgotten a whole bunch of it by then.
No, you won't. No, you won't. But yeah, I'd love to have you come back too. But that sounds like a great trip. I have been seeing ads for these train rides. Mostly the ones I see are cross country right now.
Right,
and
right.
I've been on each coast, but I've never been in the middle. And I need to be able to get into the middle of the United States.
Rocky Mountaineer has one that's going in. It's called something different, and like Jack could tell you. But they're going to do one from Denver. One of the things goes down to Moab. The other one goes up to Salt Lake City. So through our Rockies, but they can't have the big dome cars because the tunnels and whatnot out there are not built for that height of train. So you could be sitting up top going, isn't this, as you're bumped off the train by the top of the tunnel. But
that sounds like an exciting vacation.
Oh, it was. It was, Judy.
Well, what else would you like to discuss? We've talked
let's see here.
Hobbies. I ask my guests, what would you like to do for a hobby? And I've asked Kevin, you know what they always say? Sleep. Because everybody's so busy.
Yeah.
They have time off, they want to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Are you a gardener?
I am a gardener. And I have tried, the problem that I have is that I'm not an organized gardener. Okay. I buy something and I go, oh, that's pretty. I slap it in there and I go, shouldn't have been there. How about,
I've had the same experiences. But I had an interesting, and Kevin will like this. When they redid our yards, they put rocks, little tiny decorative rocks along the garage. And I read where you could sprinkle seed in them and it'll find its way to the dirt. And I have a beautiful garden of bachelor buttons.
Do you really?
Yeah, they got this high. I never watered them. I didn't do anything. They came up through the rocks. Try that. You have to have something, a small seed.
You just
to
gave
give
her
you an idea.
You just gave her an idea to upset the HOA again.
Yes,
right?
it will.
But I don't do it where I live now, but I used to do a lot of gardening, but now I'm limited.
Yeah.
I put out some geraniums. They're not doing too well.
Yeah, geraniums are funky.
These ones.
These are funky.
And I even bought nice ones that I thought,
sure.
This will be great.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite flower? What do you like to plant?
Jack's favorite flower is daisies. So
I love daisies.
So I try to keep daisies. I had some in front of our home, and something got into them. And I don't know if it was a family of moles. I don't know what happened. But their centers went away.
Really?
So I dug them up. And I now have one on the side of the house. And if they behave, then I'll put more back up front.
Okay, I like those too.
And we have sunflowers, kind of a hybrid sunflower. And then I've got a whole lot of annuals that love butterflies and bees, all of
Bee balm? Do you have any bee balm?
I've got bee balm and catmint and some other stuff that I never can remember. That's the other problem. I never remember what the name is.
That's all right. I get a mental block on certain things.
Yeah. And I know butterflies really love it because they come to it. And it's real pretty. It's a little red but
bee balm gets a red flower.
Mine has a is a purple.
This one's kind of red.
Okay. And but yeah, I really try to do annuals and pollinator attractors.
Right, that's good.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you have a special flower? You garden.
I've started trying, but I don't remember the names of anything. So I live in a part of town called Deer Park. And they named it that for a reason. And the deer eat everything, and they're all over the place.
Yeah.
So I basically have to walk through the flower shops, the nurseries, and go, what's gonna not attract? What are the deer not gonna eat? Well, so every year is something new in my yard. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, at Lowe's, I do not work for them. I have no gain in this. There is a product that is absolutely natural stuff. There is no poison in this whatsoever that works because the deer also, they find hostas extremely, extremely delicious.
Really?
And since we live near a forest preserve, they also come over into our yard. And I spray that on my little hostas and they go, "Ah, darn it," and walk away. So
Wow, so it does work.
it does work.
I've heard talk of those sorts of things, but I never know if they actually work or not.
Yeah. Well, this particular one,
Okay.
don't know why, but it does.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Well, you've mentioned, I got a quick question. You've
Yeah.
mentioned P&G a couple of times. I'm guessing you worked there. What kind of work did you do there?
For most of my time there, I was it was an administrator of people who were coming into our facility to learn new techniques and new things to do on some manufacturing machines. If I tell you what it was, they'd come and kill me. But they would come for 3 and 4 months at a time, sometimes a year at a time. My job was to find them housing and cars, and I would get their tickets home, and I would get their spending money. And I mean, my job was to show them, this is how you fill out the form that they, right there. It was on my tongue.
Oh, wasn't garlic, was it?
No. Anyway, they had to show what they spent their money on and stuff.
Like expense reports.
Thank you. That's it. I knew it had a name.
I got to do those sometimes
You're
here too.
good.
Yeah.
He is very good, yes.
So
You were like a house mother.
I was.
You took care of them.
Yeah, and they called me mom. Because sometimes they were youngsters, and sometimes they were about my age. But
That would be fun to spend
yeah, they
somebody
came
else's
from all
money.
over the country. So
Were you at the downtown office or were you up this way?
mostly I was in Blue Ash.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they closed that facility down, and I went to Sharon. Nope, wrong. I went over to
They've got a
the
campus in
one-
Mason, right?
I don't know. Yeah, there was one in Mason, and there was one over. I hate this.
I'm putting you on the spot.
It makes
I
us all
hate
feel
this.
better because we all do this.
Anyway, it was feminine care, which was interesting, and it was around Christmas, and they decorated their Christmas trees in an interesting manner. Let's just put it
I'm
that
kind
way.
of guessing what they did.
Wow.
And then I came back over to Sharon Woods, and by that time, what I was doing had been sold to Jones Lang LaSalle. I was a moves coordinator, and through that, P&G and Jones Lang LaSalle sent me to both Singapore and Madrid.
Wow.
To do large moves. The Singapore
Wow.
one was around 1,500 people from point A to point B in one weekend.
Wow.
And Madrid was about 850, 900 people, same story. And
Wow. Did you have a team or was this?
me,
Wow.
myself, and I. Now,
Wow.
I got to hire movers. I mean, I didn't have to lug 40 million thousand boxes
Sure,
when they
sure.
were told they had 3 each. Anyway, but yeah, I had to do all of that coordination for them.
I think that'd
so,
be great because you get to do all the choosing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
make the decisions, and you don't have to say, well, can we do this? No, we're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, but I need 20 boxes. Nope, you get 3. Yeah.
And they show up with 10.
Yes. And then they go, but I don't have anywhere to put them. I know. That's why I told you. You had 3 boxes. And so I sorry, you're sitting on them for a while until you figure out what to do with it.
That is a great story, too.
know.
Speaking of plants, though, I know we're running out of time. I went to Kroger's once, and I bought this little plant, stuck it in the ground. Never thought it would do anything. It's gorgeous, and it spreads like crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
And it comes up, and it's blue, and it's spiky, and I'm going to bring each of you a start of it.
Oh.
Because this thing's going crazy in my back.
Yeah.
It's in the back, you know.
That'd be great.
It gets just, it's just beautiful. And I
Oh,
paid
how
like
lovely.
$3.50 for it a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
How
So I'm going
lovely.
to bag some in a plastic bag, and Sunday, I'll be there one more Sunday. I'll
Okay.
try to bring it Sunday and give it to you.
Cool.
And just
I would
stick
love
it
it. Thank you.
anywhere, and you'll say, oh, why did we take this? It's going
It's taking
put
over my yard.
put it in your dirt.
Yeah, I will, and it'll go. Huh,
And I'll
this
bring
is
Kevin
interesting.
some
Yeah,
too.
that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's just the weirdest thing.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what it is.
I like
We'll take
weird.
a picture and send it to Burns or somebody.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
is this plant?
Yeah.
And it gets a plume on it.
Okay.
About, you know, I don't,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's cool.
So
yeah.
I promise you, I'll get you
Yeah.
each a piece of it.
The weirder the plants, the more I like them.
Okay. So,
I got
well,
one-
I think we're
I
gonna
got one
cut-
final question.
Yes.
How did you and Jack meet? I don't know that we covered that.
No, we didn't. I grew up in Tampa, Florida. And my dad had a recording studio down there. He did records. I don't know. This group of people may remember back in the mid 60s, there was a hit record. I mean, Snoopy was the big thing, right? And Dad recorded a record called Snoopy versus the Red Baron. And then they recorded Snoopy's Christmas in his studio. And they went huge all over the world. And sadly, after that, the business started tanking. But the year of 1972 was my senior year in high school, and he lost his business. And so he moved up here to Cincinnati to WCKY radio and was on air. And Mom and I followed in June after I graduated, because Mom was, you're gonna, we're same school. We've been all through this.
Right.
So things happened. Parents got divorced. Mom started dating a guy who went to Wesley Chapel United Methodist downtown. Jack was doing an internship there. We met and went, nah. And then later
And
on,
49 years later.
well, and then later on we tried it again and went, well, maybe I don't know. And
It worked.
49 years later,
And
here
it
we
worked.
are.
It worked.
Yeah.
I remember Jack mentioning that Snoopy record to
Yeah.
me. I remember him coming down here at some point and
Yeah.
mentioning. I couldn't remember if it was his dad or your dad.
Yeah, it's
but
my
he had,
dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's
But
very interesting.
yeah, it was a cool experience. But although, since my dad went by his middle name as his professional name, he was Charles Fuller, not Charles Fuller Hunt, nobody would believe me that he was my dad.
Ah, okay.
So it's like, he is, I swear.
Don't I look like him?
What the heck? But yeah.
Well, you've had some great stories. The glacier gets me best. But I liked them all. There was a couple I liked them.
I was so excited. I'm going to walk on a glacier. I do this every winter. What the heck?
Very good. Kevin, do you have any? That was a great question where they met,
Yeah.
because I forgot to ask
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, that's all I got. That was great.
right.
Thank you for
Do you
coming.
have anything you want to add? We don't want to leave anything out, but I would like to have you come back in maybe October.
Okay.
When I'm back to. Yeah, I'd love to have
Okay.
you. You'll have to work on some new ideas.
I know. I'm
got
kind
plenty.
of done. That's me in a nutshell.
You can. It gives you some time to terrorize that HOA some more, and then have some more stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had so many people here as guests, and we've learned so many things that people don't even think to ask. You know the main things, but
Sure.
I'll have to have Jack on too.
Oh yeah, you do. He's let's just say he's not as animated as I am.
That's
but,
all right.
but he's very interesting, and he's done some very, very interesting things. So.
Well, this is my last till I'm back, and maybe I can have him depending
Sure,
on
yeah.
when I'm back circulating
Absolutely,
again.
absolutely.
Unless Kevin's going to get a new host.
No, we could never replace you, Judy. Never.
He says the right thing.
I
Doesn't
wouldn't
he
even-
make a great husband?
He would. He
I
would.
wouldn't
make
even
a great
try to
husband.
replace you.
Always say that.
Yeah.
Like the wife has said, I think I look fat. Tell me something nice. Well, your eyesight's good. Anyway,
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having
and
me
I
on,
hope
Judy.
we stay in contact.
Oh, we shall.
Besides this.
We shall.
And when I'm able, I'd love to come, even just to help you girls a little bit.
We would love it.
Well,
we really would.
I won't take over anything. I have a tendency to do that.
Well, then I'll fight you because, see, I'm bossy. So,
Good.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to watch
I
out for me.
like to work for someone that knows what they want done. And not say, well, what do you think we should do?
Well,
You'll be fine.
yeah, I don't like to dominate, but I am bossy.
That's okay. Well, I have a little bit of that too. Well, thank you very much. Would you like to say goodbye to our audience?
I would love to. Folks, I can't tell you how much of an honor it is, A, to be here, but also to be with Jack in service and in ministry here at Otterbein. I just love this place, and someday we shall live here, and I look forward to that day.
You'll
So,
love it, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, you already know you love it.
I do. I do love it. So.
Well, thank you all for joining us. I hope you watch her interview. She's been terrific, and Kevin and I love you,
Well, thank you.
and we want you to come back in the fall.
I will do that.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.